In this video, I'm going to explain how we can extract the specific date info from a calendar view template using dynamic let formula. So for example, I have selected this date and it extracting me this info. If I change the date to any other dates, it will automatically update. If I even change this to another month and a specific date, it extracting me the new info. So how I build this formula to look up all of the dates in a calendar view template and extract dynamically this list. So no further ado, let's go together. The first thing, we need to find the row number of this specific date. So how I will find it? If I use the simple Xmatch function, it needs the search key. So this is my search key. Okay. The range, which range I define? So actually the lookup range is a single column. But in this case, we have multiple columns of data. How I will define this lookup range? So for this, we will use a new function called BYCOL. So BYCOL function actually look up the row column by column. It starts first from column A, look up the value in all of the column, then go to the next column and look up the value in all of the row, then move to the next column and look up the value in all of the column. So I will define this whole data as an input range for this one, okay? And we will define lambda. The name of this one, let's say row number, because it will return a row number for us. And the expression will be again the Xmatch function. What is the search key? The same date input as a search key. And the lookup range in this case will be Rn, and exact match, yes. Close the bracket for match, close the bracket for lambda, close the bracket for BYCOL, press enter. What I actually get? I get NA, but on the very end I get the 8. What actually this 8 show? 8 is the position of the row where the 14 match. For example, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7, 8. If I change this date to let's say 21, it's returning me 13 of position. So this is how we can get the position. But how we can ignore this NA? We have a simple function sort, and actually this function get only the value function. But if I just close the bracket, it will return me nothing. Actually this function work on a single column. So how we will define this as a column? We just need to either transpose the data, either you can use to column function, both of them you are going to use. And now if I press enter, I will get the row number. I will just write a simple text row number. Now the next thing is to find the column number. So we will use the same function. So I will copy paste this function. And the only thing I need to edit by column. So I will use by row function, okay? And we don't need the transpose in this case. If I just press enter, it will return me the 7. Actually, what is the 7? The 7 is the column number. So starting from column A till column G, it's returning me the 7 column. If I change this date to any of the date, for example 18, it will return me the column number dynamically. So 8 is the 4 is the column number and 13 is the row number. So this is how we get the row number, the column number. Now I will use reduce function as a helper function to get the specific information from this row number and this column number. So how I will define reduce function? The first initial value is, let's say I will define in this case a blank value. The array in this case I will define 1, 2, 3, 4. I will define lambda. And let's say I will call starting value for the null value, and the array is total row. Actually, the array is the total number of rows available for each specific day. For example, in this calendar, I have 4 number of rows. So I will define 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe your own calendar has 5, 6 number of rows for each specific day. So you will define this array as per your calendar template. The next thing, we will define the vStack function. vStack, the first we will use starting value as the input, first value, and we will define index function. But for index function, we will first define the range, from which range you want to get the row and columns. So we will define this whole range. Okay. Where is your row number? So this is our row number, and this row number is related to this 18 of chain. So I will just define the row number from this cell, plus since I want the information from this row number, so now I will define this 1, 2, 3, but for this I just name tr, so I will use tr, and for the column number I will just simply reference the column number cell. If I close the bracket for index, close the bracket for vStack, close the bracket for lambda, and close the bracket for reduce, hit enter, it will return me all of the information related to this specific date. So this is how we can use reduce function in order to get all of the information related to specific date. Now the last step is to define the let function. So first I will write let function. The first parameter in this case is the range of the input data. So I will define this whole range. Comma. The next parameter, we want how many rows for each specific date in your calendar template. So rows per day. I will just rename it with rows per day 1, 2, 3, 4. The next parameter, we will define the row number, row, and rn we will use for row number, and I will hit enter for now and copy the row number formula from here instead of writing it again. In this case, the range we already defined, so I will write rng range. Everything will be the same. I will hit comma, alt enter, column number, comma, hit enter, and I will copy this column number formula as well. In this formula, we will just update the range and the matching value. The selected date will be the same, comma, and the next thing will be reduce function. The next parameter, we will define the reduce function. So reduce function, I will also copy paste the reduce function we developed without equal sign and define it here. In this case, we already defined this 1, 2, 3, so no repetition. Everything will be okay. The range is already defined. The input value for a date, because this is the row number, so already we defined the row number rn, and this is the column number. Press comma, alt enter. Now if I just RT and close the bracket, it will get me all of the value. So I will delete this value. For now, this work fine, but only thing, this null value. So how we will avoid this? We will use simple filter function for this one. So filter function, what is the input range? This is my, the input range we will define RD, and when RD not equal to empty, close the bracket. Enjoy this single let function. I hope you like this video. If you like the video, please subscribe the channel so that I can make more interesting video for you. Thank you so much.